Thumbs up.
Oh, it's ready? Okay.
And we're back. We got a few little commentary stuff there, but we're back. We're live for Rise of the Runelords, episode 5 now. We're moving right along, cruising through this story, doing things and seeing stuff, that's for sure. We've had a lot of interesting stuff go on so far with this story, but last session we had a bit of a split party. A couple of our we had a party to begin with that got crashed, and everybody kind of dispersed for a little while. A couple of our members went back to their individual estates of living and other establishments of living as well, while the rest of our group stayed at the Rusty Dragon, where they were in the middle of the night, stopped by a lone woman with a pair of children that needed some assistance, and they spent a couple hours helping her out, clearing her home of a slight goblin infestation and figuring out what was going on there. Which, as of last night, she did go to she went to the church. Sheriff Hemlock would have made sure that she got to the church, that she would be secure there and staying there for a couple of days until her family could be contacted and figured out what they're going to do. But outside of that, the rest of our group went back to the Rusty Dragon and called it a night. And everybody got a good night's rest, for the most part. So, that being said, we are going to fast forward all the way to morning. It was about 3 o'clock or so when the group got in back at the Rusty Dragon, so I'm assuming they're probably going to be sleeping for their 8 hours to get their good rest in, make sure they're not, fatigued or anything of the sort. So we're going to say probably, which Sheriff Hemlock is aware of all that as well, at about 11:30, all of the party members have a respective knock at their doors. Not just the Rusty Dragon folks, but also the White Deer, as well as your private residence. There's a nice little at the door. Make sure I didn't set up a Fletcher.
I was like, what are we looking at?
Sorry, I thought about it as I was knocking, and it made an actual loud kind of knock. I was like, "Ah, fuck." I'm about to have the Bork alert. So, but yes. So there is a knock at your door, Leviah. There is a knock at your tavern bedroom that you're renting over there, the Tinkerer, as well as for Dristan and Crothar. You get a knock at y'all's doors. Maybe not at the same time, but one after the other.
I answered the door.
Oh, nice. Well, as you answer the door, there is in fact a town guard standing there. And he goes, "Good morning."
Good morning.
Yes. I've been sent to retrieve you. You've been requested to attend a meeting with the sheriff and some guests. Oh, are we getting a Rick right on time?
Oh boy! And a slasher.
We got a slasher and an Aslan.
And an Aslan.
What?
Aslan's like, hello, I'm here, I'm ready to game. Hello.
Yes, I am in fact the star of the show.
I come here to roll dice.
And the puppers.
And we got another puppers. Yeah.
They said the kitty.
The dog.
Look at that. Fletcher's...
The animal stealing the show.
Right.
He's
All right.
sleeping.
Well, now that the...
Pulsar is gonna come to the door with the dead goblin on the bat hanging. I'm not gonna approach myself. I'm gonna have the goblin shaking at the door.
Okay.
Pulsar's had this goblin on the club.
Right.
Yep.
For 8 hours.
Oh, yeah, great. It's starting to smell.
Yeah. Your room does have a very raunchy smell to it right now. It is not pleasant by any means.
I mean, the goblin already smelled like goblins, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Decapitating goblin or starving goblin, right?
It's a what?
Yeah. Starving, emaciated goblin.
Yes, it was a starving, emaciated goblin. Yes. So yeah, it
I
looks
feel bad.
it looks even worse for wear than a normal goblin would.
Plus the dead part.
Plus the dead part, yes. The fact that it's stuck to your baseball bat with nails, basically. Yeah, not exactly having.
I can use it to dangle him and make him dance.
Yeah, yes, you could
Wow.
marionette the goblin body, I guess. Sure. Well, let me not cover Jen up with the map now that we've got Rick here. Yes, that is a thing that you could in fact do. So you are answering the door with the dead goblin body and not yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you open up the door, there is a guard there, and he is immediately, like, freaked out. He's, ah! And starts, like, falling backwards into the hallway. So.
Perfect.
Yes. The slasher and Dristan, y'all would hear somebody yelling from the hallway, most likely. So, yes. The Tinkerer.
Where am I at this point in time?
You would be at the Rusty Dragon in your room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all made it back to the tavern last night about 3 o'clock in the morning, and were able to successfully make it to your rooms and call it a night.
Okay.
So, but yes, so there is a guard at all 3 of y'all's locations, asking for you to attend a meeting with the sheriff.
My intention is to attend the meeting, but I'll probably go to the Rusty Dragon first and try to arrive with others.
Okay, are you telling the
Where
guard
is
that?
the meeting?
It's going to be at the sheriff's, no, actually, it's at the mayor's house, or at the mayor's office, rather.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When
The
is
sheriff
the
wishes to
meeting?
speak with you at someone else's house.
Now, essentially. They waited for you to get some sleep this morning, and that was pretty much it.
It was very nice.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop
Hi.
by horses really quick and drop off my goblin friend.
Okay. That's not a problem,
Common
considering that
friend.
it's literally next door. All right.
Like,
So,
I'm praying right now.
okay.
Okay. Yes, I know. I've been going all day. Got it.
I would have woken up previous to this because I didn't stay up late all night like a bunch of weirdos.
Right.
And I would have tried to craft, and to successfully craft, I needed to roll a 9, and I rolled a 4. So I would have failed my craft and been pretty bad by the time somebody knocked on my door.
So, yeah, you
take
had a
all
not
the
so
way from
happy
the white
morning.
deer.
Yeah. Not having a not so happy morning, in other words.
Absolutely. So I would have flipped the table over somewhere in my room, and by the time someone knocks, I'm like, what?
City guard! I've been
What
sent
do you
to-
want?
I was sent to collect you for a meeting with the sheriff.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Okay, I'll wait downstairs for you. And you'll hear him very quickly running down the hallway.
I would have already taken the time to bathe myself, tried to have a nice, soothing bath after messing up my damn tool building. And then I'd go down and what have you.
Okay. Levi, you said you wanted to go to the Rusty Dragon to try to meet up with the rest of the group that's there.
Yes.
Okay.
And if the Rusty Dragon team slept in, I might get there before they're downstairs.
Yeah. You'll be able to definitely make it there as they're like all kind of coming downstairs when they do. Dresden, you said you were praying. Are you gonna? Is that part of your 8-hour ritual? Like your 8 hours of sleep, you're taking that, or you still need to do that?
I mean, like when I sleep, and then I have to, I have to pray a little bit in the morning, kind of for my stuff. But you know what? I said I was praying. I tried to be nice, and I'm just gonna try and ignore them and see if they go away while I pray.
Okay. All right. So we so far has interacted with 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 our lovely lizard folk here, Crothar, and his goblin friend. The Slasher, what are you
Lizard
doing?
lad.
Do you come out to investigate the knocking on your room door and the
Yes,
yelling?
I do.
Okay. You find a town guard there, and he has already looks very frazzled this morning,
Mhm.
and a little pale, and he goes a little bit paler when you walk out of the room, um, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Look like you. Just look like you.
yeah. I feel this guy's feeling very much like he drew the short straw when it came to going and doing this fetch quest.
Oh, you don't have anything to worry about, mate. Just tell me why you're here.
Uh, um, the sheriff sent me to gather y'all and bring you to the mayor's office for a meeting.
Uh, Sounds important. Oh, yeah, excuse me. I didn't get much sleep last night.
I'm sorry about that. The sheriff did try to give y'all some time to rest after apparently there was a disturbance last night that y'all assisted with, which we thank you for. But yes. Dristan.
Disturbance
Yes.
in the force.
There is a disturbance in the force. He will take a moment while
See, there's a guard.
A paper boy.
A duffel bag boy, if you will.
Right.
I won't.
You won't.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
You're good. All good. But yeah, so he's like, I've already met the lizard folk and told them the message. I've gotten you, but Dristan, the third member of y'all's group that was staying here, doesn't seem to be answering. And he goes back over to Dristan's door, and again knocks on the door.
Okay.
Well, Christian is going to angrily answer the door. Going to open it like, what?
He odds even higher low. Dristan.
Oh.
Because if you would literally or figuratively scare the shit out of this man.
Right.
He said low.
He said low.
I was praying.
So you throw the door open and yell at him, "What?" And he literally falls over. he is so taken back by the fact that literally it has been one thing after another. Dead goblin answers the door, then the giant man just steps out and towers over him, and then now the holy guy is yelling at him. He literally stumbles backwards and falls over on his ass. So he's just laying on the ground now, like just shaking, like scared the fuck out now.
Are you okay? And Tristan will just like turn his head like he's perplexed, almost like a dog. Like, fuck is this guy's problem?
He looks up at you. He's visibly shaking right now. He's okay. No, I'm not okay. All right, this is not how I wanted my shift to start. I was sent to get you and take you to the mayor's office for a meeting. That's all I'm here for. I am just the messenger and the guy assigned to take you to the meeting. Why is my day going like this? Why? What did I do to deserve this?
Othar is going to step out of his room and say, if you did your job last night, your day wouldn't be like this today.
I was not on shift last night.
What? Neither were
Not even supposed to be here today.
Like, I work the day shift. I don't work night shift. Like,
Well, listen, it's not you. I'm not sure what you've encountered. Not sure what you've encountered today from my companions, but I was trying to pray, and you continued to knock and knock and knock, and it feels like I'm already having a hard time connecting the way that I would like, and now my connection has been interrupted. So I'm not mad at you. I'm just having a rough morning.
you know,
bad morning.
yeah, you know, I understand that. I too am having a bad morning. um, he will stand up and kind of brush himself off and like get his uniform straightened up. And he'll apologize. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just sent to retrieve you to take you to this meeting. I wasn't trying to interrupt anything, but it did seem kind of urgent that I was sent to fetch you. So, if it can wait a little while, I would beseech you to come on to the meeting.
If your
prepare.
faith and livelihood.
Episode title: Bad
Sure.
Morning.
My
Yeah.
gods can wait. That's good. Yep. Why not? Let's go see what the mayor needs.
He didn't say the mayor. He said the sheriff. But you're going to the mayor's office.
Well, okay.
I'll look at Tristan and go, I can kill this guard for you if you want.
No, I don't.
He
What?
I don't want anybody. No. Let's just go see what they want, because the sheriff's summoning us to the mayor's office to probably do his job again.
This guy's already considering retirement right now. He looks at the three of you and says, I'm gonna wait downstairs. Yeah, I'm gonna wait downstairs. And he turns around and just like head down beelines for the staircase. So we got Leviah on the way to the Rusty Dragon. The Tinkerer, you're gonna go ahead and head on to the meeting.
Yeah, I'll let the guard who showed up at my door escort me. I'm pretty pissed because I'm having a bad morning.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens with me.
That seems to be a theme right now, for sure.
Yes.
Bad morning altogether. All right. So, what do the three at the Rusty Dragon do? Are you gonna try to pray, or are you gonna go ahead and get your stuff together and head on with them, Tristan and the Slasher and the Skull Crusher?
I gotta go.
What?
Again, up for Goblin.
You're gonna go turn the goblin in. Okay. So you head on downstairs. Do you say anything to the guard that's waiting downstairs at all?
Yeah, I tell him I'll be right back and to wait for me.
Okay. He looks at you, very confused, as you carry your goblin marionette with you. But you successfully walk out the front door and travel next door. When you get there, the stable master will meet with you, and he will go ahead and pay you 2 gold for those ears. He'll take the whole goblin off your hands, but he's only going to pay you for the ears.
The ears. He brought you this whole thing.
Yes.
I offered
He's not a
for
whole
him
thing
to mount
collector,
the
he's
whole-
an ear
You
collector.
know what? Hold on. Odds even high or low.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry. He'll pay you 2 silver for the whole goblin.
Silver or gold?
Silver.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 silver. He'll take the goblin off of you, and while you're handing it to him, he literally just slices the ears off with a knife from his belt. Drops the goblin into the fireplace to let it start burning. It is very rank, but it burns. and he gets a ladder out with a hammer and a nail, and gets up on the rafter and starts tacking it into the rafter.
I am gonna go over and say hi to my horse.
Okay. The horse whinnies at you sleepily.
And then I'll go back to the Rusty Dragon to wait with the guard and make evil faces at him.
Okay. All right. Our agent of chaos has returned.
We're the good guys, everybody.
Right?
Right?
Look, do you want me to kill this guard for you? Says the good guy. All right. So Dristan and the Slasher, I'm assuming y'all go ahead and get y'all's gear together and everything and head downstairs.
Yep.
All
Yep,
right.
I said my God would wait.
All right. Well, as the two of you come downstairs, you're met by the door opening and Crothar and Leviah walking in with a second guard. So the majority of the group is all here now. The guard looks at him at y'all's three's guard and is like, "I'm having a great time so far this shift. This is going great." And he looks back at him and goes, "Fuck you." Just, no, fuck you. But they lead the way out of the tavern and head towards the mayor's office. It'll take you a good 10-15 minutes to get there. When you arrive, they will take you inside. The same thing for the Tinkerer. You'll get there alone because you'll be the first one there. They will take you in, down a hallway, and into a meeting room, basically. There'll be a table with, about 8 chairs in the room, plenty of seating. It looks like just like a meeting room, basically. And the guard will ask you just to wait here.
Since I got there first, who's in the room besides me?
Nobody, just you.
Oh.
Yep.
Cool. I will pace around the table.
Okay.
Over and over.
So you walk circles around the table. Cool. Probably about 10-15 minutes later, the door will open again, and the rest of the group that has now made it to the mayor's office will be escorted inside.
Oh, look what the cat dragged in.
I didn't see a cat.
I was going to make a joke about a bunch of pussies walking in, but it's not even worth it right now. I'm in a bad mood. I'm having a bad morning.
I could murder you.
I'm just going to... How would that help?
It would make your bad day go away.
I mean, it
I
would
agree
make
with
something.
I
that.
would have to listen to you bitch about it.
It would make your bad day go away.
I'm going to just shake my head at Crothar. I'm going to pull up the nearest chair, the one that's closest to me. I'm going to sit in it. I'd be like, this is my life.
Right? All right. The guard that brought y'all in says, "Please have a seat." The sheriff and the rest of them will be with you in just a moment. And he steps
I'm
out.
already sitting.
Yes, but they're not.
It's all right. I always bring my own chair. You don't put me. And I'll just take out my folding chair and put it down.
All right. So you pull out your own chair and sit down. Does everybody else sit as well, or you're all
I
gonna...
hover like a demon. No, I'm kidding. I'll
Yeah.
sit.
I'll sit down.
All right, Tristan, you take a seat. I'm assuming.
Steady.
You're
Nope,
gonna
I'm
stand.
gonna lean against the wall. My
Okay.
arms crossed and my legs crossed.
All right.
Dry stand.
Right. Yeah, he's definitely
What do you do?
dry and standing. So, all right.
I stand. Oh, okay.
Yep. Dry stand. Well, after a few minutes, you hear footsteps come down the hallway, and the doorknob turns, the door opens, and in walks 3 people. The first one you recognize to be Sheriff Baylor Hemlock, which, by the way, I have not shared the image for, I don't believe. So this is what Sheriff Baylor Hemlock looks like. With his armor and his cloak on. Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep. So that is the sheriff.
How tall is he?
He was like 5'7", 5'8", like decently average height for a guy.
Well, yeah. Okay.
All right. The second person that walks in is a woman that Levia, you would recognize as Mayor Kendra Deverin. As she walks in, right behind him.
Feels like some actress I've seen. I just can't think of which one. Definitely someone.
Definitely someone, for sure, for sure. And then lastly, somebody
Mon
that...
Mothma. It's Mon Mothma from Andor. That's who she looks like. I don't know what her real
I'm not.
name is.
Okay, I can see it. I know who you're talking about. I've seen pictures. I've never watched Andor, but I know who you're talking about.
I didn't say I don't know who Andor is or what Andor is, but my mother is what I heard.
Yep.
Um,
I was like, I don't think so, David. She's a little different.
right. So the mayor walks in, definitely a human woman, and the last person that walks in is a blonde-haired elf. That looks like
Legolas.
this.
Oh, not Legolas.
No, not
Shillelagh.
no.
Shalilu?
Lilu and
Yes.
Dosana.
Yes.
Shalilu.
So
He still uses a bow, so it's kind of like Legolas. And he was like very feminine, so it still counts.
Legolas did count as a girl. That's true.
I mean, okay, sure. Kind of looks like a girl. Sure, we could say that, I guess.
Legolas or this one? Because this one has boobs.
How tall is the old lady?
This one has boobs. I'm sorry, what? How tall is
How
what?
tall is Shalilu?
She's tall. She's an elf. She's taller than both the mayor and the sheriff.
Wait.
So they all come in, and Shalelu stands up against the wall. The mayor goes to the other end of the table and sits down, and the sheriff sits down beside her. And the sheriff looks to you all and says, "Thank you all for coming. I know with the events of last night, for some of y'all, I wanted to give y'all a little bit of time to rest before I called upon you. But there's been
Events.
huh? Do I?
Events.
Yes. Your three companions here, and he points to Crothar, to the slasher, and to Dristan, and says they assisted with another goblin that was found in town. They managed to root it out and exterminate it in the wee hours of the morning.
That's it. Well, goblins.
That's the truth.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why
It was
did
a-
no
I'll
one come
point
to
to
get?
the blood on my bat and go, he's not with us anymore.
They were successful in eliminating the threat that was hiding out in a family's home. But that being said, he turns and introduces the mayor. You know, this is the mayor here, and says this is who she is. If you haven't met her already, maybe you saw her at the festival. To the locals, you would know who she is already. To the rest of you, though, the new face, Levia, you might actually recognize this woman. Give me a knowledge local. If you don't have ranks in, you can roll it untrained, since you live here.
Where is one? Oh, can I see the numbers, please? 13.
13. You know of her. You may have like seen her in passing at like some point, in your life living here. But you know that there's an elven ranger that frequents Sandpoint every month or so, to restock, recoup, stay for a day or two, and then they leave out. That's about all you really know. You recognize her, know of her. Sheriff Hemlock motions towards the elf and goes, "This is Shalelu Andusana. She is, for a lack of a better way to say it, she's our unofficial town guard, basically," and kind of smirks at her with that, like it's an inside joke. And Shalelu,
I thought that was us.
not quite. And he turns and
I'm gonna snicker.
waves his arm at the group of adventurers, the party, and says, "And these are Sandpoint's newest batch of goblin, hunters, if you will. They've been around town for a few days, and they've really helped us out. But Shalelu has brought
I live
news
here.
to us that is very concerning, that I need to make you aware of, considering the events that have happened over the past couple days. And I figured, you could help us out with some stuff.
Okay.
Over the past couple days, we have not been the only ones having experiences with goblin issues. Since the attack, there have been also some other minor raids in the region on farms, a couple traveling caravans, the likes. The most recent was out in down around Mosswood. Shalelu was there. She was able to intervene and save the farmer family that was being attacked, but the farm was lost. And she was able to she interrogated one of the goblins and drove the rest off, the ones that she didn't kill. And she's kind of brought some news to us, and I'm actually going to let her speak for a moment and tell you what that information is. And Shalelu will step forward to the table, and she'll look at all of you for a moment, and she'll say, Bellers told me of your work against the goblins, and well done in that. I've dedicated the last several years of my life to keeping them from causing too much trouble around these parts, but they're tenacious and fecund little runts, like weeds that bite. There are 5 major goblin tribes in the region, and traditionally, they're pretty good at keeping each other in line. The intertribal squabbles and the like, Yet from what I've been able to piece together, members of all 5 tribes were involved in the raid on Sandpoint. A number of the Mosswood goblins I dealt with yesterday were already pretty beat up, and there was a lot of chatter about the Longshanks, who killed so many of them. Now that I've met you, it seems obvious from their descriptions that you are in fact who they were talking about. And it seems that you've made an impression with them. In any event, the fact that the 5 tribes are working together disturbs me. Goblin tribes don't get along unless they've got something big planned, and big plans require big bosses. I'm afraid that someone's moved in on the goblins and organized them. And judging by the recent raids, what they're organizing seems to be bad news for all of us.
She
The
said there were 5
goblins.
types of goblins.
There are 5 tribes
5
of goblins.
tribes.
Yeah,
So kind of 5 types.
Yeah, 5. Yeah,
So,
that are found in this area.
Usually they fight each other, but now they're working together.
It is unusual that they're all working together.
It's very, very unusual and very concerning. It's almost like they're, like I said, they're being led by somebody that's powerful enough to keep them from infighting too much.
so I suppose you want us to find this bloke and kill him or her.
The sheriff will actually stand up and say, actually, no. I will be leaving in the next hour or two with a small group of the Sandpoint guards for Magnamar, which is the city-state to the south that we report to.
So the sheriff and the guards are leaving,
Not all
knowing
of
there's
them.
Yeah.
now a goblin.
Not
Well,
all
they're
of
useless
them.
anyway. No one goes
No,
to
this
them
is not the sheriff. This is what's her face.
Yes. No. This is the sheriff. The
This is
sheriff is
Shalelu.
saying
Is
that,
the sheriff?
Oh, this is the sheriff.
Yes.
Sorry.
yes, Sheriff Hemlock is saying that he and a small group of guards, like 3 or 4, will be leaving in a few hours for Magnamar, which is a couple days away to the south, which again is their city-state. That's who is kind of like, there's no country here, it's just a giant region, and city-states that kind of rule the rural areas as a kind of means of guidance. So, again, I'm going to be leaving with a few of the guard to go to Magnamar and request for a contingent of soldiers to fortify the town.
I was pretty sure that there was only a few of the guard to begin with.
I mean,
we
the
don't
guard
see
has
them around-
enough. Yeah, there will still be guard left here in town to make their patrols, to guard the gates and the walls during their shifts. I'm just taking a couple with me for security purposes. We will have to stop in camp. We will need to take and protect ourselves.
Is Shalelu running this place while he's gone?
No, actually, Shalelu, I have already asked that she go out and scout and patrol some of the surrounding areas, such as the Shankwood, the Brine Stump, the Mosswood, and Devil's Platter. All areas that are known to have some goblin activity, to kind of scout it out, to see what is going on, more information that she can garner from any goblins that she might find, and find out just whatever information she can. My ask is that I do not know what you have planned for the next several days, but I am asking that the group, the 5 of you, being that you're already somewhat well known around town for your deeds during the festival and what happened, that you stay in town and make your presence known, be around, should anything come up, jump in and assist.
So wait, you don't want us to go find goblins or fight goblins. You want us to just walk around town, thumping our chests, and say, "Look, we're here," and hopefully that does something.
And it's more so to put the town at ease that the quote-unquote heroes of Sandpoint are here and are taking some time to ensure that the town is still in good, safe order, while the sheriff is away. As a favor, as a job, if you will, for the mayor's office and the sheriff. Of
But
course.
if we find goblins, can I kill them?
Do I?
Is this a paid job?
What did you say, Katie?
I said if I find goblins, can I kill them?
Obviously. Goblins, the only good goblin is a dead goblin in my book. So yes, if you find goblins, by all means, dispatch them. I just need you to not so much be a member of the guard, but just be present in town until I return, hopefully with a garrison of soldiers, to make sure that the town is secure until we can figure out what exactly is going on with the goblins.
Would you do me a favor?
What was that?
I'll let Tinker go first.
No.
I'm gonna look at Shalelu, and I'm going to actually stand up out of my chair. I'm gonna say, so let me get this straight. They got you like they got us. They got you working for this town, doing stuff like you're a guard when you're not. No pay, no reason, just working away.
She looks at you and snickers a little bit and says, actually, I do get paid. I get paid for information and anything that I find out that keeps this town safe and secure. And I've been doing it for quite a many years. I was in the area when the town was founded, actually. So just keep in mind.
That's right.
I'm gonna look at the mayor. I'm gonna say, wait a minute, she's getting paid?
Yeah.
Insert meme. You guys are getting paid? The mayor sighs and goes, yes, we do pay for information, anything that she brings into us that's of assistance. Again, she's not an official member of the Sandpoint Guard or anything of that sort, but she has been a very helpful member of our community for many, many years. And as for pay, you will get paid for this. And she actually reaches into her robes and pulls out a couple small pouches, and she throws them at each of you lightly, just kind of tossing it down the table. This is actually your compensation for what you've done already for us. And inside of each bag, you will find 15 gold. So,
That's nice.
should you decide to actually stay in Sandpoint and assist us while the sheriff is out on their travels, hopefully coming back again with more soldiers, or at least something to help secure the town, Obviously, I will reach into the town's coffers and pay you for that service. Um,
Oh, so in other words, we are getting paid.
you
If
will
and only if there's a disturbance.
No, you'll get paid regardless, as long as you stay in town and assist with anything that might be around.
So if
Just again,
we
making
can't leave
yeah,
town.
yeah.
Got it.
You
Yes.
you want me to walk around
You don't
in
have
the
to walk
town?
around, no, but Levi, you live here, okay? I
I do.
Unless you're about to go on a vacation for the first time, I don't. I just take it as a free paycheck, if you will. I'm just asking for the other four that they remain in town with everybody else for a few days until Hemlock can return.
Uh, that's right, mates. We are show ponies.
I didn't even get to go to the library yet, so I mean, this is fine.
All
I'm
right.
cool with it. I'm gonna jingle this. I got this now. I can focus on my crafting, and if anything shows up, I'll defend your town.
This will go towards the our new plate mail fund. So thank you very much. I suppose.
It is
I
much.
can spend time in the cathedral, but I need a favor from you, Sheriff.
Hemlock will look at you and go, "And what favor is that?"
You're going to my home. My family is quite prominent in Magnamar.
Okay.
I need a contract signed allowing uh, Van Vinder the allowing him some of my trading posts from my family. I want his shop to be able to sell our stone, and I need my father or mother's signature. I have drawn the contract. I just need you to deliver it and bring me back their signature.
I can take it with me. I cannot promise that I will have time to take and seek out that venture, but I will attempt to if I have time. Do you have it
Oh,
with you?
I will attempt to protect the city.
You know, if he's got time.
Right. And are you
It's
trying to make
okay.
a
I
are
I'll
you
be
trying
the
to make a
dragon if
moment of
anybody
that?
wants me to
Are
kill
you trying to
something.
intimidate, or like how are you trying to say that?
I'm coming off as a snide dick, but
Okay.
not really intimidation. Just kind of being snide.
Okay.
And then I will look at Slasher and uh, Gothar and say, I mean, even when we try, we do better than them.
ah,
That's
Both
true.
are will. I'm at the Rusty Dragon. If you need me to kill a goblin, come find me there.
Yeah, I don't want to be away from wherever the goblins may show up again.
okay. Um, the mayor will thank you for your time and the services that you may or may not provide over the next several days. Um, and she will get up and leave. She'll excuse herself. Shalelu will look at all of you and go, "I will be staying at the Rusty Dragon. If you wish to find me later, I can tell you a little bit more about the goblins that are in this region, what I know of them already, before I leave in the morning. Or, well, I'll be leaving this evening, most likely. But I will stay a little bit in the Rusty Dragon and catch up with my friend and get a meal and a bath." So,
Your friend?
yes, Amiko. Me and her
Oh,
go well way back to her youth, if you will.
I didn't check on her yet.
yeah. She needs a friend. Last night was very rough.
I'll have to. That's my next stop. So I will check in with her and make sure she's okay. But yes, I will be there probably through this afternoon, and then I plan to head out this evening to go check out to begin my trek to check those areas out. So if you would like some more information on the goblins, you're welcome to join me. If not, I will see you when I return.
Thank you.
Okay, and she will turn and leave out as well. The sheriff is sitting there very much like forlorn for a second. Tristan, do you have the contract with you? Have you drawn it up?
Yes, I'm gonna reach into my satchel and pull out the contract. All my signatures on there. I just need them to authorize the.
Okay. He'll take it from you and he'll stuff it down into his
Pants.
not his pants, but into his bag. And he says, "I need to go prepare, as I will be leaving in the next couple hours. And thank you again for what you have done and what you will hopefully continue to do." And gets up and leaves.
Wait. Before you leave, Kirsten will say, "I'm sorry. It's been a bad morning, a worse night, and I hope you make it there safely."
Thank you. I don't foresee any issues getting to Magnamar, but it's always wishing somebody luck is better than nothing, as far as I'm concerned. I hope to return swiftly. So, I guess I will see you whenever that is. And he will step out the door. So, the 5 of you are left in the meeting room. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna say, you ever feel like we're being used?
All the time.
What people do.
What'd you say, Levi?
It's what people do.
Oh.
God's due.
It is, in fact, what people do.
At least we're getting something out of it this time. Well, I tried to build something this morning and I messed it up. That's just put me off my game ever since that happened. What about the rest of you?
I haven't tried to build anything.
Nobody liked my puppet.
You had a puppet?
You can
It
call
was the
that.
goblin we killed last night.
What?
Wait,
What
what?
do you? What happened last night that there's a goblin?
Some lady came to the dragon asking for help. We went to the house. There was a goblin living in a closet. It tried to kill them and ran away, so I smashed it in the face with my bat. And I'll show the bloody mark on the bat.
Oh,
My foot off and was bleeding out.
It's bleeding out?
I almost cut my foot off and was bleeding out.
I see. Okay. Hey, it sounds like you guys really shouldn't try to do things all by yourselves.
Yeah.
I was
I'm-
drunk.
Point. This is why we don't go without the smart one.
Yeah.
Someone
This is
should
why you
know.
don't go without the smart one.
That's a valid point.
I'll look at you and go, "Who's the smart one?"
Oh,
It's
obviously it's
clearly
me.
me.
I'm gonna look at Levi. Just like,
Ah, the camera wants to.
mm. Like, all right, sure, bud. And I'm gonna go. Okay, well, I need to eat something, so that's what I'm gonna do today. Then I'm gonna try to make some more tools and not mess it up this time. You guys got any plans?
I want to go to the Rusty Dragon and talk to her and find out more about the goblin.
Yes, I want to hear more about the goblins.
Gotcha.
I have a special interest in them.
You know, I originally came here because I wanted to check out the library. The what's the name of the game? Northern something. I want to say.
Hold on.
Character would know the name.
Yes, your character would, in fact, know the name. What am I looking for? 374. Let me get back to. I actually had a thing there. Let's see. Nope. So there's the academy. There's the school there.
Mhm.
There is that, and then there is a bookstore.
Well, I would. Well, I look for that to say. Yeah, I want to go back to the insert name here. I came to this town just because I wanted to check that out, and I still haven't had a chance to do that. So you know what? That's what I'm doing today. You guys have fun. I'll be at the library.
You can bet I won't be at the library. Despite what you people think, I actually can read, but
What?
I've got no use for a library.
Yes. Sorry, it's the Way North.
Yeah, the way north.
That's the name of the
Some
library.
of the books in the library have pictures.
That is a possibility.
Again, I can read. I just don't do much of it.
Like words?
Yeah, words. Can't live life in a caravan if you can't read. You have to be able to read road signs and all that stuff.
He
It's
can
true.
get around. That's the thing.
I'm just
Entertaining.
the Tinkerer is gonna be just like genuinely shocked. He's just gonna be like, huh. Huh. He's gonna be like,
My
Hey.
thingy-majig is the way it is because one day, when I was a lad, I took a bean to the noggin. It hasn't worked right ever since then, but I still can read.
I knew it was a brain injury. I knew it. So
Yeah.
you like picture books or something?
Oh, I like books on swords once I read them. Swords, armor, fighting, things like that. I have a very narrow focus of interest.
All right. If I find a book that I think is interesting to you, I'll take it out. Let you borrow it. How about that?
Thank you very much.
All right. All right. So the Tinkerer is going to the library to the Way North.
The Tingler.
Yes, the Tinkerer.
I've been gone all day. This cat is very needy.
Yeah, that's Crothar is going back to the Rusty Dragon. The Slasher, what are you doing? Are you going back to the Rusty Dragon as well? Are you going back to the Rusty Dragon to meet with Shalelu?
To you, Slasher.
If you said Crowthar,
Oh, did I say
Yeah.
Crothar? Sorry. I meant the Slasher. Sorry. I'm losing my mind here. Yeah, so right now I know that Crothar and Leviah have already said they're going back to the Rusty Dragon. I just need to know what the Slasher and Dristan are doing.
I'm going back to the Rusty Dragon.
Okay. Dristan, what are you what's your plans?
I am going back to the Rusty Dragon as well, but I don't wish to meet with our ranger friend. I want to speak to Amiko and go from there.
Okay. All right. So, the four of y'all
She was
are
trash.
yeah, the four of
Remembering
y'all.
she was fucking trash.
Yeah, she was. Y'all make it back to the Rusty Dragon, no issues. Shalelu is inside in the common room, sitting down at a table, just milling over like her pack and everything with a drink. You can hear somebody in the kitchen moving around, pots banging, things moving around, that kind of stuff, without any issues. And Shalelu will wave at all four of y'all as you come in. The Tinkerer, you are able to make it to the
way north.
to the Way North, which I need to look at.
Is it to the north? Because if it's not, that's just ironic.
It
It's way north
actually
now.
is. And you want to
The
know
Way
what's
North
even
is a little
better
south.
about this? It's right next door to the White Deer. It
It
is literally the White Deer is here, the Way North is right here. So you've got these two buildings side by side. That is the Way North. So you would have actually like noticed this in your passing, coming to and fro from the tavern. Yeah, that would have been like the main thing. It's literally right next door. So yeah, you're able to easily make it up there. And when you walk in, there's a ding-a-ding on the door as you open the door and walk in. It seems to be a reasonably new structure. Like it's been built within the past couple years. It's not like an old house. It seems to be very, very reasonably new. It's very cramped and cluttered. There are books and bookshelves all over the place, maps and charts, not just like town maps and like region maps, but also sea charts all over the place, rolled up in scrolls and sleeves, hung on the walls, all kinds of stuff like that. But as you walk in, there is a spry gnome running around, like organizing things. And as the door opens and the bell rings, he turns and goes, "Yes, hello, can I help you?"
Again, is this a library or a bookshop?
Are they not the same thing?
um, I guess I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look at the gnome. I'm gonna say, "What's your name, buddy?"
My name is Vesnut Peru. What's your name?
Well, I'm the Tinkerer. I'm the greatest inventor who's ever lived. And I'm not the only one who says it. Other people say it. Crafters Illustrated says it.
His mama says it.
Vesnut looks at you and goes, "Oh, really? A man of knowledge. Sound like my kind of man. What can I help you with?"
I'm here to read interesting books, learn about stuff, and I'm also supposed to look for books on weapons or anything you got, armor, that kind of thing. You know, for the hit them with big swords type people.
Oh, yeah. The more brutally type people.
Yeah, you know the type. You know the type.
Yeah, I know the type. Yeah. I've been around the block a time or two. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm assuming you're wanting something with more pictures than type.
He can read, and I'm still racking my brain over that one. So words and pictures, both.
Oh.
Probably he likes pictures. Seems like that kind of guy.
Odds even high or low?
Hi.
Hi. All right. He goes, "You know what? I got a book that he might actually enjoy. Hold on." And he goes and digs through, like, he moves a couple piles out of the way to get to something else, like another pile in the behind those. And he sets some stuff to the side, and he comes back with a red leather-bound tome. It's, decent size for him as a gnome. It looks like a standard-sized book for you. And he hands it up to you. So what about this?
I'm gonna look at it. I'll flip through it a little bit.
It is just from looking at the cover and like flipping through a couple of the pages, it is a thorough mixing of plenty of text, but also plenty of diagrams and art and illustrations. Also, the title of the book is Swords and Where to Stick 'Em. So,
Tell you where you can stick 'em.
right?
Yeah, this looks pretty damn good. I think this is the kind of thing that this acquaintance of mine might like. You know, can I rent this? How do you do things around here?
Well, I don't typically like parting with my books permanently, but I can for the right fee. But I mean, if it's somebody that's going to be in town for a little while, they can just return it when they're done reading. Or, I guess I could part with it. Maybe for about 2.5 gold.
Yeah, I'm not looking to buy it. He can return it when he's done. In fact, I'm gonna read it first since I'm already here and it's already in my hand. Don't mind me. You go about whatever business you've got. I'm just gonna peruse.
Oh, okay. I mean, are you looking for anything specific?
I just like to learn as much as I can. I'm that type of person. You know what I mean?
Again, I knew I'd like you. You're welcome to look at anything. I have all kinds of stuff. I do sell, copies of maps and charts that I make, but you're welcome to look at anything.
Hey, got any books about goblins?
Mm, I mean, yeah, I'm sure we've got some around here. They are kind of common in this area, so I'm sure I
Yeah,
can
this
find
town's
some.
got a serious goblin problem. I mean, let's talk about it.
Right, right. Um, it very much does, especially after the events from the past couple of days. It's baffling. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, there's some kind of unifying goblin king or something. Whatever it is, I'm sure I'm gonna find it and whoop its ass sometime in the near future.
Oh, he looks visibly stricken when you say that there's like a goblin king or something like that. Like he's like, uh, well, well, thank you. If you do, please let me know. I would love to, hear the story of whatever happens. Um, uh, yeah, yeah. I think I need
Yeah,
a cup of tea.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to. I say, you got a pen?
Of course, and he like whips up his like throws his arm out, and a pen just kind of like comes out of his sleeve.
I'll take it. I assume there's ink on it. Otherwise, this
Yeah,
isn't very
it,
useful.
it
So
seems to be already like it's pre-dipped.
I'm gonna just pop open the book that he gave me. I'm gonna sign it to Tinker. I'm like, I just signed this for you. It's gonna be worth a lot real soon.
Okay. Well,
You're welcome. You don't gotta thank me.
all right. Well, just return it when you're finished, and again, you're welcome to peruse. I think I really need a cup of tea. Give me. I'll be back in a few minutes, and he goes back off into the back of the shop.
I'm gonna yell out when you get that goblin book. You give me that one too. I'll sign that one as well. All right. Later. I'm just gonna read this one real
All right.
fast till well for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, fast, real
Real
fast.
fast.
Real
For a while.
fast.
All right.
Keep writing all his books. I'm sure he'll love it.
Finish it in an hour, whereas it's going to take Slasher like a week.
Right. Well, it
He
is a
likes the
decent sized
pictures.
book. Like if you were to take a shot in the dark, it's probably about 200 pages long, so it's pretty decent size.
That's about an hour for me.
Yeah. For the rest of you, cutting back to the four that went back to the Rusty Dragon, you have walked in. You've heard that there's somebody milling around in the kitchen, and Shalelu is sitting down, drinking something while going over her supplies, and she waves you down. What would the party like to do?
I'm going to stop by the bar first to get a drink.
Okay.
Yep.
You
I go
step.
and sit next to Shalelu.
All right.
I'm going to go check on the owner. What's her name again?
Amiko.
Amigo.
Amika?
Okay.
Amigo. Yeah.
So do you stick your head into the back?
Yeah.
Okay. So you stick your head into the back, and Amiko is, in fact, in the kitchen. She is bouncing around. There's, a couple pots on the stove. She's cooking something up. Every time you notice, without even having to roll a perception check on it, every time she, bangs a pot or there's, something that makes a noise, she, winces visibly.
She's hungover.
Very.
Oh, yeah.
As fuck.
Very hungover. But she does stop and looks at you and goes, yes, what can I do for you?
Just checking in. You feeling better this morning?
If the banging would go away, I'd be doing much better. But I'm here. I'm doing what must be done.
Well, I'll tell you what I was told on the trail. Just drink lots of water. Apparently that makes a difference. Well, I've never noticed, to be honest. But, I might not have drunk enough water. I am, a rather large bloke, if you haven't noticed.
I have in fact noticed that, yes. And thank you. I have been drinking. I've been trying to keep myself hydrated. So,
All right.
but
Well, I just want to make sure you're feeling better. As better as you can be, considering what you drank last night. So
she looks at you and goes, "Yeah, I drank some of the top shelf stuff. That's gonna set me back a little bit." But
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
you know,
Well,
it was worth it.
I'll try to alleviate your situation by buying some booze today.
Sure.
I do drink a lot, so
Would you like a drink now?
yeah, why not? Don't have much to do.
All right. She'll set down what she was working on, and she'll follow you back out to the front.
Okay.
So, Levi, you sat down with Shalelu. The rest of the two of y'all, Crothar and the slasher, come around to the bar. Dristan, you said you were doing what? You wanted to see her specifically, but
They did want to see her specifically. But a question: is the road still behind the bar?
that's a very good question. Odds even, high or low?
Even.
Even. It is in fact still behind the bar.
Cool. So then she'll see it when she goes out there to get the drinks. He was going to walk over there, but then seeing the slasher go into the back and then those two coming out, he's instead going to turn and walk outside the Rusty Dragon.
All right. So you walk in, take a look, and then turn around and walk back out.
Once I see them coming out the back, he's going to go, yeah, and just head on out. He's going to go to the cathedral. He'll be on his way there later.
Okay. Yeah, so you make your way towards the cathedral. Amiko comes out. She walks over to a keg that's behind the bar. She grabs a big mug. She stops and looks at it. Shakes her head. She looks at you, Crothar. Do you want something to drink?
I'll take some of that keg, please.
Okay. She pours the mug she already had in her hand and sets it down on the counter for you. And then she bends down below the counter and comes back with a small keg, similar to what was on the tables the night prior, and sets it over on the counter in front of the slasher.
Thank you.
I'll turn to her, say, and go, if your father comes back, let me know.
Okay. I don't think he's going to be back for a while, so it's going to be okay. I kind of wounded
If you need
his
anything,
pride.
you let us know.
I will. Thank you, though.
Does she spot the flower while she bends down and picks up that keg?
You know, nope. Nope. She does not.
Thank you. Do you have a mug so I can I can tap it into the mug?
I figured you would just drink it out of the keg, honestly.
Very well. I can do that. I've done it before.
Yeah. She's just gonna reach over and just unscrew the pour spout and just pop it out.
There we go.
Yeah. I'll put it on Aldern's tab from last night, so you're good.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
Well, you know, what he doesn't know won't hurt him. So
He's
I'll
got.
turn to her and point to the table with Lavinia and ask if she knows anything about Shalelu.
Lavinia?
No.
Levia? So you're asking if she knows what's going on? What was that? What was your question again?
I was asking Amigo if she knows anything about Shalelu.
Well, I've known her most of my life. She frequented Sandpoint when I was younger, and I kind of grew up around her. Not all the time, obviously. She travels, but we became friends. She's probably the closest thing to a best friend that I have, honestly. So anytime she's in town, she stays here, and we catch up. though I'm under
And
the
she's
understanding.
trustworthy.
Yes,
I've
absolutely.
always wondered, what is young for an elf?
Um, I'm not sure right off the top of my head, but elves are very long lived, so I would assume that a couple hundred years probably.
Ah, is that so?
Yeah,
That is very interesting.
but
I will take my drink and go over to the table.
all right. The slasher, are you going to sit at the bar? Or are you going to follow over to talk to Shalelu?
I'll follow her, talk to Shalelu,
All right.
get to the table, pull out my chair, sit down.
All right. Amiko goes back into the back. Just she says, just knock or something if you need anything, and goes back into the back to continue cleaning and cooking, whatever she was doing. As you all pull up your chairs, Shalelu looks at you all and goes, "Well, thank you for taking me up on my offer. What would you like to know?"
Who are the 5 tribes?
Ah. Well, for the 5 tribes that I mentioned earlier, the closest to actually being around Sandpoint are the Bird Cruncher goblins. They live in the caves along the western edge of the Devil's Platter, although traditionally they're the least aggressive of the 5. But they are the ones closest to Sandpoint. To the south of Sandpoint, you have the Lick Toad goblins. They live in the Brine Stump Marsh. They're very good swimmers, which is kind of surprising for goblins, considering how clumsy they are. To the east, you have the Seven Tooth goblins that lives in the Shanks Wood. They've got they frequent Sandpoint sometimes, but more so for its trash and junk. They repurpose it for their armor and weapons for the most point. So they typically will sneak in the cover of night to the junkyard that's below Sandpoint. Farther to the east are the Mosswood goblins, which is honestly the biggest of the tribes, but there's so much infighting between the different families that live there that they really can never do anything. Nobody's been able to take charge of them, and anytime somebody starts to take and try, they end up fighting amongst themselves and killing off half their population, basically. And lastly, there's the Thistletop goblins, who live in the Nettlewood coast, up on the coast, atop a small island that some say resembles a giant decapitated head. It's a giant stone structure.
And but we won't be fighting any of these goblins, will we? I mean, we have to stay here in town.
Yes, I mean, the idea is that you're here to kind of hold the fort down while the sheriff is away. What happens during that time, I will be leaving to go do more scouting and reconnaissance, but hopefully there won't be too much disturbance here while I'm away and the sheriff is away.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Have you noticed with your torturing of the goblins if they have any plans?
I haven't been
Have
able
they
to get
mentioned
any.
to you any weaknesses?
Not really, unfortunately. Goblins are not typically very smart. They're crafty. They can jury rig stuff together, make crude weapons and armor, but they're not exactly the best at making, laid out plans and such, which is, again, why it's so very surprising that so many groups of goblins kind of came together for this attack. They do occasionally have what I guess you could refer to as being heroes among goblins, but goblins live very violent, short lives. So even if one comes to be some sort of form of notoriety, they typically don't live very long. Again, they're very clumsy creatures, and they're prone to infighting. So,
Yeah. I mean, in caravans, they do make raiding parties up. once in a while, especially if they want to eat our horses. But I've never seen, I don't know, what I'd call an organized tribe or anything like that. At least not in the sense that, you see in cities or anything.
Yeah. Again, like, they don't really organize that much. You might get raiding parties and stuff occasionally, as you said, but nothing more than that. Nothing to the extent of an attack on a town like this. It's just not what they normally will do. Again, they do have these figures that occasionally pop up in tribes that they'll follow and rally to, and there are a few right now that are out there in the different tribes. If you wish,
Do goblins work with other creatures?
Sometimes you get orcs and very notably bugbears occasionally. But for the most part, again, they quarrel amongst themselves, so most other species will stay away from them.
I'll turn to her and say, we did see boot prints with goblin tracks at one point in the last few days.
Yeah, that's right. We did, didn't we?
Where exactly was that? I've heard most of what's happened, but where was that at?
Outside a grave.
Whose grave was it? Was that the Ezekiah Tobian incident?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud. It's a good thing you knew that.
I'm glad the sheriff told you of that.
Yes, he briefly did mention something about there being a normal-sized humanoid boot print, not a small-sized boot or a large-sized, but normal, average person-sized boot print set that was found. That still is very baffling. Why would they raid a grave like that? I don't understand what that was about.
They ran into the woods.
They ran into the woods, so they stole the corpse. I mean, Tobian was a priest. He died in a fire. His adopted daughter died in the fire. I don't understand. Like, he didn't have enemies. I don't really know why they would have gone after his grave. Levia, you would, with her mentioning all that, you would recall that Tobian did have an adopted daughter, and you can give me a knowledge local to see if you remember anything about her.
Or not.
Or not. Yes. Has Jin lost consciousness?
Possibly.
Possibly. All right. Well, David, have you read your book at all today? Oh, he's stepped away as well. Okay, well. She will mention...
What direction is the woods behind the graveyard?
It's to the northeast.
That's north?
Yeah, it's northeast. So this is the graveyard here, and they came through a section of the wall over here where the woods are.
I'll ask her if there's anything distinguishable between the tribes.
I mean, they all have differences about themselves. Some live in a swamp, some live in caves, that kind of stuff. It's nothing that's like majorly different. It's just kind of where they reside and the tribes that they have.
There's not really a big resemblance that I'd be able to associate certain types.
No, not really. I mean, they might have a banner or something or markings on them that would distinguish them if you knew what it looked like, but that's about it.
Okay.
Or if they were mentioning the leader, their hero that they follow, that's a part of their tribe. I can tell you about that in a minute as well. Welcome back to us, Jen. Levia has returned. Shalelu has been recounting information to y'all, and she has mentioned that Ezekiah and Tobian, the priest that was the body was stolen
The other
from,
one. Yeah.
had, in fact, had an adopted daughter, and that the fire that consumed his life is also the fire that consumed hers, because they never found her body, but she lived in the church with him. Give me a knowledge local, please.
Let's
Since
see
you are
what I
from
get.
Sandpoint, I'll give you the chance for having some information about her.
It's 13.
13. All right. So you don't remember too terribly much about her. You do remember two key facts. One, she was incredibly beautiful. Like, in a world of tens, she was a 15. All right. So she stood out as being just incredibly gorgeous in all aspects, in every way, form, or fashion, looking at her. The
Like
second,
a female tinker.
Sure. The second thing that you remember about her is that, yes, she was adopted by the priest, that she was an Azamar.
Hmm.
So she is divinely born of some sort. So, but yeah, that's all you remember. She was an incredibly beautiful Azamar young
Do
woman.
we know her name?
I definitely share all the stuff that I can remember about
Yes, you do, in fact, remember her
history.
name. Her name was Nualia. 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 Yep. And like I said, she was an
Opposed to old
incredibly
Alia.
beautiful Azamar woman. What was that, David?
As opposed to old Alia.
Yes.
Well,
Yes. But yes, as far as everybody in the town knows, she perished in the fire with the church as well as her adopted father. Her body was never recovered. It was presumably burned up in the
And how
wreckage.
long ago was this?
This was
fire?
5 years ago during the late unpleasantnesses, where there was a string of murders, there was a fire that burned down part of the town, hence why the library looks so new, because it has been rebuilt.
Library.
Yes, the library bookstore has been rebuilt because it also burned down. So yes, that is part of those late unpleasantnesses. That they were trying to reset the clock on and get back into the better ways of things when they dedicated the church to Desna and opened the new Citadel Chapel. So, but yeah, so she explains all that. Like you get that bit of information about the priest. She does look at you all and go, do you care to know about any of their heroes or anything? I don't have much else outside of what we've already talked about. I can tell you kind of who they rally around with each of the tribes, but that's about all I have at this point until I return from my excursion.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Well, first off, I can think of is Big Gutmut. Gutmut. Gugmut.
That's what they call me.
Yes. He's an unusually muscular and tall goblin from the Mosswood tribe, who's said to that had a hobgoblin for a mother and a wild boar for a father.
Jeez.
Yeah. The descriptions for some of this stuff is...
But he's a goblin?
He's a goblin. He's a very tall goblin. Very tall, muscular goblin.
okay.
I don't know.
That's not how genetics works.
But you got to think about it. This is goblin like legacy lore wise. That's what he is said to be bred from, is a wild boar and a hobgoblin. Then you have Coruvus, who was the champion of the Seven-Tooth tribe, is well known for his short temper, as he has. As for his prized possessions, he has a magic longsword, sized for a human, that the goblins stubbornly kept as his own, despite the fact that it's too big for him to use. And the difference is that he did vanish several months ago after he discovered some stuff. But yeah, he was just he used a big magic sword that kind of made him their hero. They kind of rallied to him. There is Vorka, as a notorious goblin cannibal who lives in the Brine Stump Marsh. And he's part of the Licktoad tribe. And then you've got Rendwaddle Gutwad, is an obese chieftain of the Brine Stump Goblins. He's a corpulent
what did you
monster.
say?
Yeah,
Rend,
Rendwaddle
Waddle, Gutwad.
Gutwad.
Friend
Yeah.
Waddle Gutwad.
Yes,
I kept track.
That blood.
Yes. Renwaddle Gutwad. He's an obese chieftain of the Brine Stump Goblins, the ones in the marshes. He's a corpulent monster who, it is said, never leaves his throne. And then you've also got Rip Nugget, which is the leader of the Thistletop Goblins and controls what the 5 tribes agree is the best lair. He's got the fanciest home. And lastly, then there's Brathasmus, which is an infamous bugbear ranger who lives in the northern Nettlewood and often visits the 5 tribes to trade things that he's stolen from caravans for alcohol, news, or magic arrows and such. And that Shalelu seems to be... She kind of like spits his name when she says it. He has a unique hatred of elves, if you will. And that I've had several interactions with him over the years. I've yet been able to kill him, but yes, he's been an ever persistent thorn in my side, if you will. But that's kind of who the different tribes rally around in this region as their quote unquote hero leaders, if you will.
Okay. Quote unquote hero leaders.
Yep.
That's us now.
Yes.
Goblins.
Once we murder them.
Sure.
Probably not then either.
Do I now? What did you say, David?
Nothing. I said probably not then either.
Oh, yeah.
They're
So
not gonna like us if we kill their hero leaders.
yeah, no, they won't like you either. Then still, Shalelu will kind of just chat with you for a little bit longer, but she says that she's got to make a few stops to pick up some items and equipment, but she's going to be heading out shortly.
Did she get to see her bestie?
She did. She got to talk to Amiko for a little bit. She seems to be okay considering the events of the past several days. If I had gone through all of that, I probably would have needed a couple drinks myself. But I have a job to do. I have a duty to undertake, and I'm going to go ahead and get on with that while y'all retain here and make sure everything stays safe. So, unless you have
Is there
anything
any
else,
goblins you want me to trap instead of kill?
I mean, you're welcome to try to trap and get information out of any of the goblins that you might find in the next several days. It's kind of hard to get information out of them most of the time. Like, it's mostly babble, and you know, again, they're not smart creatures.
Trapped and tortured a few for information, so
I have.
wasn't sure if there was any in specific you were trying to keep.
I can try to direct questions when I'm asking them or demanding answers from them. Typically, my information is gathered from me observing things. Again, I'm used to living on my own in the wild, and I can, stay hidden and hear things and see things. Like I said, very little usable information typically comes from the mouth of a goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see that.
But yeah, she will bid you adieu. She'll wish you luck over the next couple days. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. And I will see you when I return. And hopefully Hemlock and his whatever soldiers he's able to bring with him. and she'll stand up. She'll walk over to the bar, and she'll set some coin down behind the bar to pay for her tab, and she'll nod and walk out the door. The
I'll nod
Tinkerer.
back.
Okay. The Tinkerer, it's been about an hour or so that you've been at the library. Are you still perusing your swords and where to stick them, or what you doing?
At this point, I'm done with swords and where to stick them. Read that shit. Did he? What was the goblin's name?
The Goblin? It's not a
Oh, the goblin. The gnome's name.
The proprietor
Proprietor.
of the way north. His name was Vesnut Perun.
Vesnut.
Yes,
That sounds like a
Vesnut.
goblin name.
It's a gnome
Vesnut.
name.
Did he bring me a book on goblins?
After a little while, yes, he would in fact bring you a book on goblins. Odds even high or low.
I went high last time, so I'll go low this time.
It is a no-named book of just goblin information and facts. Like, yeah, nothing fancy or funny about it. No, nothing wild and crazy. It's just a small, like, 50-page book that just goes over basic details of goblins and their typical hierarchy in tribes and their infighting, routines and that kind of stuff. Basics of, if you never knew what a goblin was and how they acted, this would be kind of like a quick way to figure it out.
All right. When I finish reading swords and where to stab them, and then I look over at this book and I see that it's very basic, I'm just going to look back at Vesnut and I'm going to say, "Is the best you got?"
Right now, yes. I mean, if I get some more books and if you want me to specifically look for like books on goblins, I can definitely keep my eye out.
I need books on why goblins might steal a cleric's body.
No, not that I've ever heard of. But I mean, goblins steal lots of things. So, I mean, who knows? It could be. Was there a body stolen or something? Like,
Nah, of course not. That would never happen. That'd be crazy, right?
Okay.
Don't worry about it. If you ever think of anything about that, or if you have any hot goss about
Hot goss.
what was that dude's name? Out of game. The cleric was.
Which dude?
Oh, you talking about the body that was taken?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Tobias.
Ezekiah Tobian.
Ezekiah Tobian. If you have any hot goss on Ezekiah Tobian, I'd love to hear that.
I mean, he was our priest. He died in the fires 5 years ago when the church burned down. Both him and his adopted daughter. He was a respected member of the community.
Were you around 5 years ago?
Well, yes, I was. My store actually burned down. I had to build a new one.
That's crazy. Listen, did Ezekiah ever have like mistresses or enemies or anything of that nature, sort, type, that kind of thing?
No. Of course not. He was a member of the cloth. He kept his life very clean and straight. He was a very upstanding member of society here.
Right. Okay. I just thought I'd ask these questions. It's a thing I'm researching. Maybe I'll write a book. You got that pen?
Yeah. He flicks his wrist again, and there's the pen. You're not going to
take
sign
it.
the book, are you?
Of course I am. I'm going to sign the second book. And I'll hand the pen back to
He just sighs.
Second one with the goblins.
Yeah, the one about the goblins.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the back, you might find scribbled crudely, Leviah was here.
Oh, you're doing it too. It's a 50-page book, so that one is probably fast to peruse. But I'm not gonna spend too much time doing it now. I'm just gonna tell them I'm gonna borrow both these. This was not gonna take me that long to read. and I already finished this one. But I told acquaintance of mine that I would take a book to him, so I'm going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure they bring it back. That's all I ask.
I will do that. Listen, Vesna, you're a good guy. I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to read more books. And if you want, I'll sign them too. As many as you need. Just for you.
Okay. You're welcome to come read, but you're not, by no means, should you ever sign the books. Please don't sign the books. If you want to give me an autograph, I can totally find a nice piece of parchment for you, but, the books are like my babies, and you're tattooing my babies.
It's no trouble at all. Listen, I'm happy to do as many as you need. Let me know. I'm going to take the 2 books. I'm going to stick them into my backpack, because I do have my one strap backpack that I keep. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go find these people. They're getting in trouble without me. Did you know that, last night, they got into something with, a goblin in, the town or something? You hear about that?
No, I haven't. That's news to me.
Yeah, man. These people can't stay out of trouble.
Huh. Well, maybe you should go keep them in line. If they seem to be friends of yours, then definitely, as the intelligent man that you are, you should definitely help them out.
Help them out is my plan. I didn't say friends. You just used the big word there. There you go.
Don't be dropping F's on them.
Thanks,
There's that F word again. All right.
I'm gonna leave the northern way, the way north, and I will head to the Rusty Dragon.
All right. Takes you a few minutes. Yeah, go ahead.
Just to see what's going on over there.
All right. When you get there, Shalelu has already left, but the group is still there outside of Dristan. Dristan is nowhere to be found. So they would be able to catch you up on what all she said about the goblin tribes, their quote unquote heroes, so on and so forth. I'm assuming that y'all do that.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I will take in that information, and I'll be like, and I will go to Levia, who I take to be the second smartest, and I will hand her the book on goblins and go, here you go. I got this for you. Book, goblins, stuff. I got to read that, so make sure you give that back to me when you're done. And I will turn towards the Slash, and I'll be like, and for you, I got this.
Take the book. Thank you very much. For as long as I've got it, it will be my 5th most prized possession.
What are the other 4?
Here's my Smitherina. That's number 1. The armor. That's number 2. Number 4 is my chair. Number 5 is this book. And number 3, he fishes around, is this bar of soap right here. This is my 3rd most prized possession.
And in an order that just about matches what I'd expect from you. I like that.
Yeah.
I'll look her up. Where's Dristan?
He left.
Cool.
haven't seen him.
Well, I did my job. Now I'm gonna look around for an empty table. I'm gonna sit at it. I got my backpack. Unfurl all my tools. I'm gonna get to work.
All right. You are, in fact, able to do that. There's nobody else really in the tavern this morning except for the 4 of y'all. So you're able to kind of chill and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to read that book, even though I'm going to read that book, but I'm going to let the Tinkerer know that I read this book numerous times growing up. It was one of my favorites.
You let me know that you tell me that.
I tell you, you handed me this book, and I say, "Ah, yes, I've read this a number of times."
Yeah, I never read the same book twice. Once you read it, you already know what's in it. You know what I mean? But if that's your thing, that's cool. Let me know. I'll get you a different book next time. What are you into?
No, I'm still going to enjoy this book. It reminds me of being younger. I would read it before bed. The tales of the goblins horrifyingly ripping things apart would lull me to sleep.
Okay. I'll get you books on things being ripped apart or whatever. That seems to be what you like. I'm just gonna
Mm.
work on these tools. I'm gonna use these tools. I'm gonna hold up some normal and look tools. I'm gonna use these tools to build better tools. These ones are holding me back.
All right. That
All
sounds
right.
interesting. I'd be interested to see what you come up with.
All right. So I'm gonna take it for the most part. Y'all are just gonna chill at the Rusty Dragon, tinker.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're actually hanging out.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we get
Not sorry about.
4 hours of downtime during the course of this, or is something going to happen? I just need to know what
You
Tinker.
will, in fact, get 4 hours of downtime. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
Tristan.
right, continue.
Yes, Tristan. You left the Rusty Dragon after briefly seeing Amiko. I'm assuming that David got something good.
I finally got higher than a fucking 9, so I can succeed in some of my craft. Continue.
Nice, nice. Tristan, so you left the Rusty Dragon, as I said, and headed for the brand new cathedral. It takes you, again, 10, 15 minutes to get over there, but you're able to make it there with no problem whatsoever. What would you like to do?
Well, actually, I was going to say before I go to the cathedral, that is my destination. But there are people in the street, yes?
Yeah, sure. There's not a lot of foot traffic, but there is foot traffic, yes.
Any merchants or anybody on the thing? Anybody that looks like they are like well versed in the town?
I mean, you have the normal shops and like the normal like storefronts. There's not like stalls or anything anymore. That was only during the festival. So
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna go into one of the shops. It doesn't matter what the shop is. On the way
okay.
to the chapel, I'm gonna say I'm looking for Lanjiku. If I say his name.
Yes, Lanjiku Kaijitsu. Um, anybody in town would pretty much know who you're talking about. That's like a local or from this place. Let me get to a different map that I need to look at. Where is my page? Boom, there's my page. All right, because it is number 49. 49. All right. So,
No.
oops, sorry, way too far out. All right, so you were coming from down here at the Rusty Dragon on your way up here to the cathedral. Somewhere along the lines, you popped into a shop somewhere here in the middle area, which is where like the blacksmith is and stuff like that. You pop in and you're just like, hey, where's Lanjiku Kaijitsu? Where would he be at? And the basic response is that most likely he's at his manor, at the Kaijitsu Manor, which is on the outside of town, on the other side of the bay. Specifically, 49, way the fuck down here. At this yellow ping. The entirely opposite direction of where you're supposed to be going, or where you're saying.
He's not gonna go there. He just wants to know where he's at.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, no. So you would have to go out of town, around the bay, cross another bridge over to the what is the equivalent of the rich folks neighborhood, and that is where.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
This side island where there's only 4 buildings.
Yes, there are 4 large, very well kept buildings down here, and this one that I am pinging in. You know what? Let's change the color to something a little more noticeable, like maybe a red. That works. This building, hit OK. This building is the Kaijitsu Manor.
All right.
So
I'm not storming a manor by myself, and I just wanted to know his location because I did say the Tinkerer we would pay that man a visit.
Okay,
So I
gotcha,
was
gotcha.
just wondering where he was located.
Yep,
Still going to the
that's where.
chapel.
Gotcha. All right, that is where his house is. You now know that location roughly. Uh, you got some basic directions that would get you close to it, and you're able to make your way to the chapel, up to the new
Or cathedral.
the
No longer a
cathedral.
chapel.
Yes, the cathedral. So, what do?
I do. Well, I go into the cathedral and I'm looking for the father.
Father Abstelar
Okay.
Xantus?
Hey,
Yes,
Father.
Xanthus.
Yeah, all right.
He's got a thing for dads, this guy. That's what I'm
Right.
getting from Tristan.
So you're looking for this guy right here, Abstelar Xantus. A little bit of an older gentleman there.
Yes.
Yes, I mean you get in there. Obviously, it's a large structure, but there's a few different like priests and monks that are kind of milling about, praying, sweeping, lighting candles, that kind of deal. But Father Xantus is around. He if he didn't notice you right away, somebody could flag him down for you for sure.
So I'd like to approach the father
Okay.
and say, Father Xanthus,
Yes. What can I do for you?
I have a couple of questions.
Okay. Such as?
First would be um, the family. There was a family that came here last night, correct? A woman and 2 children.
Yes. Yes. What about them?
How are they doing? How are they holding up?
Well, it is best to be expected when one's home is invaded by a goblin and your husband and pet are brutally murdered. I
That's the important one.
Yes, anybody would be torn up about that, um, especially when you have 2 young children that witness this event happening. Losing one's father at such a young age is a terrible thing. Terrible thing. We
Yeah,
have we have sent a letter to her sister, um, or a message with. I heard that the sheriff was leaving for Magnamar, and I sent a message with him for her sister to come and either come assist her or collect her. She should be with her family,
We
but she
can
is welcome to stay
assist
here for
her.
now.
yes. Well, I understand loss. I experienced loss at a young age too. I'd like to give this, and he'll give him a pouch with 15 gold in it.
Okay. He'll take the pouch from you and open it up, and that, that's very generous. You're donating it to the family.
Yeah, to the family, and any necessities that they may need while here. Um, you can always put it on me.
Oh well, this will definitely go
Tristan's the true hero.
right. um,
The true hero of Standpoint is just Tristan.
he looks at you and he nods and he ties the pouch up and sticks it into his robe. I will make sure that she gets it, and it is put to good use in caring for her and the children. Thank you so very much for that. She will. This will definitely help them. It can't absolve the and erase the murder and the loss of their family, but it can go a very long way in making sure that they are healthy and secure now.
Yes, and I'm glad they're here, and family will come for them. Family, though, can sometimes make things more difficult. Money can
Mm.
help. There's no ways. But I'm here also for myself. I had a hard time in prayer today, and I was hoping maybe you could give me advice.
Well, uh, what kind of advice would you like? I can definitely we could sit for a few moments and pray together. I follow Desna. Um, I see that you follow Regathiel, which is also a fellow good aligned deity. Um, we don't have an altar to Regathiel here, but you're welcome to definitely find an empty space and perform any anything rituals wise that you need or feel that you should do. Um, but advice, the gods speak to us so very rarely. They extend their power to us for those that are inclined spiritually. Myself, a handful of the other priests and disciples that work here, um, but they very rarely intervene with us mortals, if you will. Um, yeah, my best advice is just to beseech anyway. You never know. They may one day answer. You may find um, that in your time of need, sometimes they can directly answer you.
There was a hollowness. It's been with me since before coming to Sandpoint, but it's growing. I I understand Regathio. I follow his creeds, though maybe less on the vengeance and more in other aspects. But it's like an empty. I don't feel him talking as much. I know talking is a weird way to phrase it because I never really heard him talk, but the movements, the presence, not there, not the same.
I I can understand that need for something more when you know that what you have is there and it's something that you have a connection to, but sometimes it's not always what you truly need at the time. Maybe you need something else. I implore you, please use our space. Uh, Beseech the other deities. We have 6 altars here to the very locally worshipped gods of this region. You're more than welcome to beseech any of them, and maybe one of them might call to you. Uh, Maybe that emptiness that you're feeling might be filled in a way. You never know until you ask.
Thank you, Father. Just one last thing. This is less godlike and maybe just more spiritual. Maybe this. How does one outside the gods? How does one find balance? I find myself unbalanced, torn between many different. I don't want to be like my sister, but there's this wrathfulness to me that she carries. I don't want to be like my father because there's cowardice. I I don't know who I am. How do I find that?
Time. Unfortunately, even someone as seasoned as I have, and as I am, may not find themselves until much later in life than you might like. My best advice for that is to do not take it so hard on yourself. Live your life. Do the best that you can. Worship your deity that you follow. Mind their tenets and their creeds, and do what you can to bring as much light into this world as possible. And hopefully, somewhere along the way, that hole will fill, and you'll find that you are more balanced, as you said, um, in your being.
Thank you. And he'll kind of wander towards the different altars, taking his time looking at them and maybe praying beside them.
All right. Are you gonna stay there for a little while, or are you like several
Yeah, I'm gonna
hours?
probably spend I'm probably gonna spend a few hours there. I mean, if Tinker's got 4 hours to spend, I'll probably spend
Sure.
2 to 3 hours. You know, looking at the different altars, listening to people's prayers, and maybe praying amongst a few of the altars, seeing what resonates.
Okay, that's fine. Not a problem at all. So you will spend a
Some
couple hours.
along this 4 hours somewhere,
Mhm.
I was told to tell people that we're here to protect them or something.
You were
Uh,
you not so much that you were here to protect them, but to make your just be visible in town if you're doing stuff. Like they don't want you to basically the sheriff didn't want you to leave town. They wanted you to stay in town as like a proxy.
well, we did that.
Yeah. So it wasn't so much that you needed to like strut around town showing yourself off as just to stay in town in case there's a disturbance.
Well, the way I understood it, I'm going to go up to a stranger that enters the Rusty Dragon, and I will say, "You don't have anything to worry about."
All right.
Okay.
Odds even higher low there, Jen.
Uh, Hi.
Hi. All right. Um, he, it's a man, human male. He looks at you and goes, "I believe that I do in fact have something to worry about, and it's not here." So he turns around and leaves.
I feel better.
Well, good for you.
The town feels better now.
The town feels better now. Yes, yes.
Okay.
It does, in fact, feel better, as you said. So, I will say that for the rest of this evening, does anybody have any plans or anything else outside of what has already been done?
I don't have plans.
Cool.
Possibly more of that stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, anybody that comes into the the Rusty Dragon Tavern,
The Rusty Tavern.
yeah, words, things, stuff tonight. You would be able to approach them and just be like, "You have nothing to worry about. I'm on duty," and you would get mixed responses from them. Some would be like, "Okay, like this person's already in her cups," kind of deal. Others would be just kind of freaked out.
If anybody is sitting there talking to me for far too long, I'm going to tell them uh, in depth where the softest spots on a goblin are to murder them.
Cool. Definitely would not freak anybody out. All right.
Mm.
And anytime she says the word murder, I'll perk up.
All right.
Would Jason be able to just speak to Amiko when he came back?
Sure. You could definitely attempt to try to get her alone for a moment. Let's just odds even higher low. Let's see.
This hasn't been working well for me tonight, so let's just say odds.
Odds. All right, yeah. When you get back to the
Hey.
Rusty Dragon, it's not super busy. So when you walk in, yeah, she could. You think that she could probably step away for a minute.
So I will approach, hands up, smirk on my face, kinda, and say, "Hey, want to talk for a minute?"
I suppose I could talk for a few moments. Yes. Do you require something like food or drink, or is this more of a chat?
More of a social conversation.
I see. And what would you like to converse about?
Bow, 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 bow.
I
I'd like to bury my children.
I'm sorry for the way your father talked.
Yeah, me
You.
too. But it is what it is. My family is not exactly the most amenable family.
Mine either.
Hmm.
I noticed you had a rough night last night.
Yeah, I may have had a drink or two. Still kind of
Me too.
working off the effects of that, but it's not as bad as it was earlier.
I almost cut my foot off last night.
She will look down at your boots and go, Huh. Well, it you got better, I see.
It has
God
healing
wounds
hands.
heals your boot?
Um, I'm accounting for the
Mending
fact that
does.
he has like metal like boots on, like
Abercons, yeah.
yeah. So like maybe there's just a dent in it or something.
Okay.
Well, I have mending. I could mend over time.
Sure, yeah, maybe sometime during the day as you're, yeah, we'll hand wave that over to the
I
past
just want
like
to know.
yeah
I just have questions.
yeah um,
Just asking questions.
yeah. So she looks down at your feet and goes, "Well, you seem to have gotten better, at least. It's good
I
that
have healing hands, but
you have healing hands." You say,
yeah, I
"Oh, well,
sometimes I'm given powers from God. Well, my God,
oh,
kinda.
you
My
you
family's
you
God.
Kinda.
Oh, wait, you're turning
you
into a robot.
yeah, you roboted for a second. What was
Oh,
that?
You started walking into a tunnel.
I said kinda. My family's God, I guess.
Okay. Um,
But
that's
look,
that's cool, I guess. Um,
I left something for you behind the bar. Um, I didn't know what to do, and I haven't been myself since I've been here, except for when I talk to you.
um,
So
you left something for me. Do you
yeah,
like point it out?
no, I'm just gonna say it's behind the bar. Uh,
It's a goblin ear. It's not.
and
Um,
just to say I left something behind the bar. I'm not gonna point it out. I'm kind of just gonna like motion that way, but I'm not gonna point it out.
oh, okay. I
Uh,
I'll look and see if I can find it in just a little bit. Thank you, I
I
guess.
I just I'm looking for myself, and I seem to be myself when I talk to you. And that's a shitty thing to say, but
You're engaged.
Right.
I don't think I know what I'm doing.
Um, I don't know what you want me to say. I I don't have an answer for you. I don't know what to tell you. Um,
Maybe you want to go to the cathedral with me one day and talk to the father. He's really
I
quite helpful.
I I don't find solace in the church like that. Yeah. I will probably have to pass on that offer. Thank you for that though. Um, uh, you can tell she's very, just from looking at her, you can tell she's kind of uncomfortable right now. Like she's not sure how to take this interaction. Um, and the door will open and you'll hear it as some patrons come in, and she like kind of steps to the side and is like, "Welcome to the Rusty Dragon." Like, um, I have customers I need to get to. Um,
Yeah.
I'll look for whatever it is that you left me, but yes, if you need something, to let me know. And she'll turn and head back to the bar, and and start talking to the patrons that just came in.
And then he will just wander into the crowd, disappear.
This was in the Rusty Dragon.
And the
Yes.
Rusty Dragon, yes.
It's not like packed right now, so like there's no way you can just like blend into the crowd.
No, he's just gonna like go to like the corner of the room.
Yeah. You can go sit in the corner of the room or whatever, that's fine, or you can go upstairs to your room, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, probably go to my room actually. That makes more sense. I have a room
There
here,
you go.
so
All right. So you go up to your room. I'm assuming you're just gonna kind of chill there for the rest of the night.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. What is everybody else's plan at this point? So right now, it's middle of the afternoon. By this point, Sheriff Hemlock has left. Shalelu should be heading out of town at this point. And y'all are left kind of just to hold down the fort, if you will. Is there any other things that y'all would like to do before we do the night cycle? Outside of just normal.
Crowstar's gonna go for a walk around town, swinging his bat, going, "If anyone sees any goblins, go to the Rusty Dragon."
Good to know.
Did I see Dristan talking to Amiko?
Sure, if you were down in the common room on the first floor, you absolutely could have seen that.
Okay. So I'll walk up there and say, "Oh, what Dristan want?"
He just was checking up on me, and he said he left something for me. I'll have to find it. But yeah, it was nothing really. Nothing.
He's a nice enough bloke. It's probably fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I get you anything?
No, just wanted to know. I mean, I was wondering why he didn't come out to me if he's got something he needs to say, but no.
Oh.
Okay.
He's a strange one sometimes.
She will like look at you and go, "Yep, definitely a strange one sometimes."
I suppose he's got vicar things to do, so.
Yep, probably so. He did mention something about wanting to spend time at the church, so at the new church. Cathedral. I don't know why I can't think of cathedral. I don't. My mind just keeps blanking every time I go to talk about it.
Well, I'm gonna go back to my table, sit there, and read a book, and just let the town revel in my presence like a good little show pony.
She will not quite understand the last part of that remark, but she says, "Well, I guess enjoy your book. Let me know if you need something."
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody else have anything else they want to do before we cut to nighttime?
Is my tinkering done?
Sure. If you could do whatever you were doing in 4 hours,
Well,
you would have the rest of the evening to tinker as well if you were staying there.
When the 4, I guess what I'm asking is when the 4 hours are up, what time is it?
About 6. Call it
It's
5.
tinker time.
It's tinker time, yeah.
Tinker time.
Time to make the tinker.
I would just seek out food from the kitchen. I saw the Dristan interaction. Probably don't need to get involved in that right now. Yeah.
Okay. She would definitely serve you some food, no problem. She'd already, kind of told you could have a week's stay here, so she's not really going to charge you for the meal. She's just kind of taking competent with that. But, yeah. So for the most part, your evenings are all uneventful. You can drink, you can eat, you can stroll about town and let people know that you are here for them, should there be anything going on, as Leviah.
I'm going to take my horse when I stroll around town.
Okay, you walk around town with a literal show pony, and you do your rounds and everything and let people know that the heroes of Sandpoint are here and they're in town should you need them. At the Rusty Dragon is where the main group is. So yeah, that all happens. Nightfall comes along, and y'all are able to take y'all's rest this evening. No issues. There's no knocks at the door or anything of the sort. The night is uneventful.
Great.
The following morning, though, for the 3 members that are staying at the Rusty Dragon, there is a very frantic knocking at one of y'all's doors.
Wasn't Jen staying there for the next couple nights, she said?
Were you staying at the tavern?
I was offered to stay there, and I was jealous that I missed out on that goblin because they're an interest of mine. So I will probably stay.
Okay, cool. So you would get your room key and everything. So 4 of the 5, David, I'm assuming you went back to the White Deer. Bingo. All right. Good. So we have 4 people at the tavern. Let's see who gets the fun part. Levia, guess what? There's a frantic knocking at your door.
I open it.
Well, as you open the door,
You get stabbed.
you do not in fact get stabbed. Instead, you are met by a timid, elderly halfling woman that you recognize from working at the Rusty Dragon. She works at the Rusty Dragon with Amiko. And her name is Bethana Corwin. And she
Bethana?
says, "Ma'am,
Bethana.
Bethana. Ma'am, I'm really sorry to wake you up, this morning. It's probably about 6:30 in the morning right now. It's still kind of early. The sun's coming up, but that's about it.
All right.
It's a bit early for business. I'm sorry to have to wake you up, but I'm kind of worried. This morning I got up and I came downstairs to check and start opening up the Rusty Dragon, and Amiko's always up first. She always is up, getting breakfast started, doing the normal first morning opening rounds kind of deal, just getting everything ready for business. And I couldn't find her. And I probably shouldn't have done what I did, but I took the spare key and I went to her room and she wasn't there. But I did find something very concerning, and I think that you, being the heroes of Sandpoint and also seem to be good friends with her, I think that you should read this. And she pulls out a piece of parchment. It's been crumpled up, but she hands it to you. The first thing that you notice is that it's in a language you don't understand.
This is a paper with a lot of shapes on it.
It is, in fact, a paper with a lot of shapes on it. She says, it's written in Menkayan. It's her native tongue, and she's been teaching me little bits of it so that I can understand the language and help, whenever there might be issues or anything like that, I can understand it between her father and everything, business stuff. I took the liberty of writing it in common on the backside for you so that you could read it.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud. That was fastidious of you.
I just want to point out
didn't
that's
read that.
actually what happened. She literally read this thing and went, fuck. And then let me write this out in common on the other side.
I could just tell you, but just in case, let me write it down.
Yeah. So
Well,
that
this
being
way,
said,
if you need to reference it more than once.
yes,
It's there. It makes
it
perfect
is in
sense. to me.
fact there. That being said, she hands you a note that on the backside of it, it reads this. It says, "Hello, sis. I hope this letter finds you well and with some free time on your hands because we've got something of a problem. It's to do with Father. Seems that he might have something to do with Sandpoint's recent troubles with the goblins, and I didn't want to bring this matter to the authorities because we both know he'd just weasel his way out of it. You've got some pull here in town, though. If you can meet me at the Glassworks at midnight tonight, maybe we can figure out how to make sure he faces the punishment he deserves. Not twice, and then 3 times more, and then once more at the delivery entrance, and I'll let you in. In any case, I don't have to impress upon you the delicate nature of this request. If news got out, you know these local rubes would assume that you and I were in on the whole thing too, don't you? They've got no honor at all around in these parts. I still don't understand how you can stay here. Anyway, don't tell anyone about this. There are other complications as well, ones I'd rather talk to you in person about tonight. Don't be late. Suto."
Uh, thank you. I will. I'll be sure the others see this.
Oh, okay, thank you. Please, I don't know what the trouble is, but something's not right, and just please help her out. I don't I don't like what's been going on.
A letter from her brother. You believe she is in danger.
Her brother is estranged, if you will. Um, he's a half brother. Um, her mother had a child by another man.
Also, how well?
Yes. Um, Longiku did not take kindly to this child, um, and had him sent away. And she has not had a lot of contact with her brother, her half
Mm.
brother, but they did keep contact over the years, sporadically by letter. Um, yeah, he's a little bit of a strange one, if you will.
Do you know where he stays?
I don't know, um, but if he's at the glassworks, which you would know is ran and owned by the Kaijitsu family, that is their like prized business in town. Um, I don't know what to tell you outside of that. I think there's danger. I think Amiko is in danger, honestly. After the scene with her father the other night and everything else that's been going on, I have a very bad feeling about this.
I'll speak to the others. We'll probably look into it.
Thank you. And she'll turn and head back downstairs.
And I'm gonna go knock on Dristan's door.
Tristan, it is early in the morning and there is a on your door. What do you?
I guess I will roll over and say, "Guess I'm not gonna get to pray again today."
You got to pray yesterday.
Okay.
What are you talking about? You spent several
I
hours
I
praying.
did at the end of the day, okay, but not in the morning when I like to do my thing. So
Yeah.
now I'm gonna go answer the door.
Okay. But you would have been able to reset your spells during your prayer time at the
Yeah.
at the cathedral. There we go. I remembered it this
Mhm.
time.
Yes.
um,
Congratulations.
yes. But yeah, so
Congratulations.
you answer the door, and there's Levia holding a crumpled up piece of paper with a bunch of writing on both sides.
What is going on?
Good morning. I'm going to hand him the piece of paper, with the foreign language side up, and then I'm going to shake my head and flip it over in his hands and put it back.
Yeah, I was about to be
Ah,
like, all right, he has comprehend languages, but I don't have to do that. Just flip it over. So,
you read this. I will get the others,
okay.
and I'm going to start knocking upon doors
All right.
while
Uh,
Dristan goes over this letter.
Gotcha. So, Dristan, you're able to read the letter, no problem, with the common
Oh.
side up. Um, and then while you're reading that, the slasher and
Lothar.
Crothar, you both get some knocks at your doors.
I'm gonna answer the door, but it's gonna be more the bat than me. It's just gonna be a bat with spikes poking out to see who's there.
Well, your bat, unfortunately, does not get a perception check to see who's there. Um, but you do hear Levia talking outside.
To the bat.
Once I once I hear her voice, I open the door.
Okay.
Good morning. I was just reading your weapon.
It says hi.
It seems there's been some trouble. Let us
Again,
gather. uh, This town has a way, doesn't it?
who's falling apart now?
Let us reconvene at Tristan's room.
Okay.
I must awaken the slasher.
Slasher, you get some knocks on your door.
Slasher, no slashing.
What is it?
There's been some tomfoolery.
More problems.
Who's Tom and why is he fooled? Ask the important question, Slasher.
Right?
More
He's
problems.
not smart enough to know that.
Something's happened with Amiko. Get
What?
dressed. We're meeting at Tristan's room.
Nice. Be right there.
All right.
And I will return to Tristan's room.
All right. So the four of y'all are able to have an impromptu meeting in the hallway at Dristan's door at 6:30 in the morning. What say you?
Well,
Ev- Sorry.
go ahead.
I would just say that everyone would be briefed on what's in the letter.
What's going on? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're able to pass the note around. Everybody gets a chance to read over it, kind of look over it.
Mhm.
All right. What would
Where
y'all?
is she now?
She's not at the Rusty
That's where the
Dragon.
glass works.
The woman who gave this to me, she works here at the Rusted Dragon.
Yeah.
She's not sure where Saito lives. Saito? What's his name?
Pseudo.
Pseudo.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes.
I know.
And she didn't come to work today?
She lives here, and she's
She
not
lives here
here
in this building.
There.
She
Yeah.
isn't here.
Yeah. The Bathana found the crumpled note in her room this morning.
Yes,
when,
but
when she couldn't
We
find
find
anything.
out that she's not there. She's missing.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
The last
Yes.
time Bathana saw her was last night when they locked up. And this morning she was missing. She normally is the first one up, making breakfast, getting things ready. She was gone, and she wasn't in her room, and she found this note.
Right.
Where
Should go to
is
the glass works.
The Glassworks is, so you are,
North.
it's actually west, north and west, but so you're right here. The Glassworks is this large building over here.
We have to get the Tinkerer from the White Deer.
Yeah. Let's go get the smart one
Wait, pretty
before
boy.
anything else.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
assuming all of y'all get y'all's gear together and head for the White Deer.
Oh yeah, I was putting mine on when I was reading the note.
Okay. 20 minutes later, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. You make it up to the White Deer. You're able to find his room. Some of y'all know where it is already. And I'm assuming y'all knock on the door to wake him up.
Of course.
All right.
Bang, bang, bang.
The Tinkerer, there is
Oi.
a very loud banging on your doors.
Yeah. What?
Get up.
Not.
Amiko's in trouble.
I will jump out of bed, grab my pack, which has my crossbow in it, open the door and go, Nico's in trouble?
Yep.
What kind of trouble?
Something having to do with a brother and a father.
She's
Let's go.
missing.
Yep.
I really thought the Tinker was gonna go, who the fuck is Amiko?
No, he's smart. He knows all this shit.
Yeah.
No, like, so who's buying?
They don't only work for money.
Right. Doesn't.
He seems
work
very,
for money.
very heroic right there. He's like, hey, I gotta help these guys.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, yeah. I say I'm in, and I'll ask questions about what they know along the way. They seem to already have a plan or some goal, so I would just go with it and ask questions as we proceed.
Okay. You would be able to read over the note while y'all are walking and everything, and y'all are heading for the Glassworks, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. All right. You are able to make it to the Glassworks in about 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to shift our map over, and I'm going to do one little quick thing.
I'm dying.
Wanted to say to the Tinkerer as we were walking and he's reading the note, I told you we needed to speak to her father.
I guess I'd look back at you and go, yeah, it looks like we're about to get the chance to do that. Or talk to her brother, too. I didn't know she had a brother. Did you?
No, she didn't really want to open up about her family, other than the fact that they weren't very good. Maybe Slasher got some information. And I'm just going to look at Slasher.
What?
It's been 2 nights now, correct?
Since what?
The goblins.
Yes.
It's been one night since the goblin at
We've
the
slept
house.
twice.
the house.
Goblin in the house.
Yes, you've
Yeah.
slept. It's been 2 nights. Yes, it's been 2 nights since the attack. So yeah.
Yep.
God, this is
also-
annoying with having to do this with the square tool.
When we get there, I get my smithereen. I get the smithereener off my back and say, "I'm better safe than sorry."
I mean,
All right.
looking at this note, I'm going to say, you know, she's in trouble. It just says, come to the glassworks.
It does in fact
strange.
just say come to the glassworks.
It's strange, and considering the way her father was acting the night before, I'm going to assume there's some trouble.
She open up to you,
And-
Slasher?
And Bethany said that her and the brother didn't really have a relationship.
Well, we can at least check it out.
All right. So the group makes it to the glassworks at the main intersection in front of it. You have that conversation. You review the note. You bring the Tinkerer up to speed on what exactly has happened this morning already. And as you're standing there in front of this thing, this massive building, let's see. It is a very large building, by the way. You can see plumes of smoke coming out of a pair of smokestacks on the building itself, like they're burning something, obviously. The windows that you can see in front of you, that's what those little like bluish things are right here. Those are all windows. It's kind of hard for me to do this because it's at a weird angle. But those are all like glass windows. They all appear to be shuttered, like the blinds and all have been drawn on them. And with that, as you're getting here and seeing this first description of the glassworks, we're going to call the session.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, good gaming. Got
It
got
is-
some-
Good game, fam.
It is like 8 o'clock in the morning, and the smoke coming out of it, so it's open.
Active, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, for the viewers that we've had sporadically coming in and out this evening, thank you for joining us. For those that are going to watch us on YouTube, thank you for watching. Please feel free to like, subscribe, follow, do all the things, hit all the buttons.
Hit all
Hope
the
you-
buttons.
Yep, do all the things and hit all the buttons. We hope you enjoyed what happened tonight, and we will see y'all again next week.
Good night.
Laters.
Good night, everybody.